Okay, so let's get right into it. We're looking at one of the biggest philanthropic missions ever. But here's the twist. It's not being run by governments or old-school charities. Nope, it's powered by thousands of online creators. This is all about Team Water.
At the very heart of this mission is a number so big it almost seems made up: $40 million. It's a huge figure for sure, but what makes it so important is what that money is actually for.
And that number is 2 million. The whole point of that $40 million campaign is to provide clean, safe drinking water for 2 million people around the world who just don't have it.
Which brings us to the big question we're going to dig into today. How is it even possible that a giant group of YouTubers and internet stars are tackling one of the world's oldest and deadliest problems? Let's break it down.
Yeah, this is way more than just another fundraiser. It's being called the largest creator collaboration in history. It's a movement, really, to get a global community fired up about what they see as the most basic human right there is: access to clean water.
So the mission is super clear. Bring together more than 3,000 creators to fund water projects that aren't just a quick fix, but are built to be a source of clean water for decades.
And to really get why a mission this huge is so vital, you have to understand the problem they're up against. And believe me, the reality of the global water crisis is it's incredibly harsh.
This quote, wow, it's not from some report. It's from a real person in a village in Malawi, and he's talking about the water he drinks every day. It's just a simple, chilling fact for him. The water they get from a muddy puddle is going to make them sick, but they have no other choice.
And this is what's so powerful. You see this immediate, life-changing difference. On one side, you've got communities stuck using dirty water that just leads to non-stop sickness. Then boom, you install a simple well, and on the other side, they have instant access to clean, safe water. A change like that completely flips a community's health around overnight.
And look, this isn't just happening in a few villages here and there. The scale is just mind-blowing. Nearly 1 out of every 10 people on the planet does not have access to a safe source of drinking water.
So, how do you even start to fix a problem that massive? Well, Team Water's approach isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. Instead, they're using this whole range of fascinating technologies, and each one is picked specifically for the local environment and its unique problems.
And this just shows you the sheer variety of solutions we're talking about. In a place like Malawi, simple, tough hand pumps are the perfect answer. But then you've got these advanced 3-stage filtration systems in Colombia, high-tech reverse osmosis filters in Ecuador, and even these futuristic-sounding atmospheric water generators solving problems right in the United States.
Let's zoom in on one of these for a sec. In parts of Colombia, the water might actually look clean, but it's full of bacteria and salts. So their system hits the problem in 3 stages. Stage 1 gets rid of the big stuff, dirt and sand. Stage 2 takes out the invisible threats, like bacteria. And then, this is the real game changer, Stage 3 removes the salt, leaving them with fresh, great-tasting water.
And then you've got this. This is some next-level technology. They actually used this in Jackson, Mississippi when the city's water system failed. It's called an atmospheric water generator, and it's a machine that literally pulls drinking water out of thin air. It just grabs the humidity, cools it down so it turns into water, and then purifies it. Incredible.
You gotta love how the science creator Mark Rober, who's a big part of this project, explained it. He said, it's basically just squeezing and wringing out air. It's such a perfect way to think about it, right? It makes this super complex science feel simple, almost like magic.
Okay, so we've seen the problem and we've seen some of these amazing solutions, but the real secret sauce here, the thing that makes this whole thing possible, is the engine driving it all, this totally unique creator collaboration model.
Get this, the numbers are just wild. We're talking about over 3,000 creators, who together have a combined audience of more than 3 billion followers. And it's not just about the numbers, it's about using the trust and the real connection these creators have with their audiences and focusing all of that energy on one single goal.
And hey, this isn't their first rodeo. This model, it works. It has a proven track record. It all started back in 2019 with Team Trees, which raised over $20 million. Then came Team Seas, which blew past its goal to raise $30 million. And now, Team Water is aiming even higher with $40 million. You can just see this clear, ambitious, and successful pattern.
So now let's bring this all the way down to you and me, because the entire campaign is built on one simple, powerful idea, that every single person and every single dollar can make a direct, real-world difference. So here's the key. They made it super simple to get involved. The magic number, the thing that makes all this possible, it's just $1.
and they're totally transparent about what that dollar does. It's not some vague donation that goes into a big pot. On average, every single dollar provides clean, safe drinking water for one person. It's a direct one-to-one impact.
But that's not even the best part. The real power of that dollar is how long it lasts. That $1 provides clean water for one person for a whole year. Think about that. The impact, the leverage you get from even the smallest donation is just huge.
And this is the part that really matters, right? The long game. These are not Band-Aid solutions. The projects themselves are designed to last for decades. And through their main partner, WaterAid, they work with local governments to set up systems for maintenance and repairs down the line. The goal isn't just to build a well and then peace out. It's to make sure that water keeps flowing for generations.
So when you step back and look at it, this creator-led movement has successfully mobilized millions of people to plant trees, clean up our oceans, and now provide clean water. It kind of leaves you with one big, exciting question. If this new way of doing philanthropy can do all this, what other massive global challenge could they take on next?